All
Okay.
right, we're here today with Nancy, learning to get healthy with Nancy. She has a great story to tell about her weight loss journey. So, Nancy, thank you for being on with me today.
Well, thanks for having me. It's always a joy to share.
So, how much weight have you lost?
I've lost 140 pounds so far.
Wow. And how long did it take you to do that?
About 18 months, and I still have about 30 I want to lose.
Okay. We have our, oh, where'd my picture go? I'm going to show a before and after picture. There we go. This is you. Wow. What do you think when you look at this now?
Lost my thing. Are you sharing your screen?
Oh, no.
Share your screen there,
Right.
because
That would help, right?
because I don't see what you're seeing. There. Okay, now there you're sharing the screen. Now you can go back to the picture.
All right. So here's your before and after.
Yeah, I actually just took that after picture yesterday. Um, when I look at that, that's a that's a hard. I don't recognize that person anymore because it's going on. In July, it'll be 2 years since I lost 100 pounds. So it's I don't recognize that person anymore. But I can tell you, I don't ever want to go back to that person.
Right.
Mm-mm.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
So what was the turning point that motivated you to want to make the changes?
Well, I was I saw a lady at church, and I said to my husband, I said, she's every week she looked better and better. And I was like, hmm. And I just, I was so tired of not being able to move or walk, and I hurt. And, you just can't do anything when you're that heavy. And
Mhm.
so I just decided that I was going to ask her what she was doing. And I told my husband I didn't care what it was, because I knew she had surgery because she had not been away from church.
Uh-huh. Right.
So, so I just, yeah, that was, I couldn't, you can go through a day where you just eat all day long, all day long, all day long when you're that heavy, and you go, oh my God, what am I doing to myself?
Right.
So yeah, that was, watching my friend at church.
And what were some of the biggest challenges?
Um, the biggest challenge was I looked at what we were going to be eating, and I was like, there's no way. I'm gonna be starving. I'm gonna be starving. There's no way. That was
Uh-huh.
that was my biggest challenge. And the second biggest challenge was when all the kids and everything moved in with
Oh.
me. So that delayed my time frame.
Mm-hmm.
So that was probably the two biggest things.
So what kept you motivated to keep going? I'm now going on 3 years.
The biggest motivation was is every
Mm,
yeah,
Frank.
that was very motivating. The biggest motivation was every time I tried something else on and it fit,
Mm-hmm.
and it was like, oh my gosh, now I need to go down to the next size.
Yeah.
That really, and of course, the number on the scale going down consistently. It's just feeling fantastic.
Okay. Yeah, absolutely. So what role did your mindset have into this with losing weight other than just
That's
physical?
that's still a struggle every day. Mindset. And I had to tell myself, if you don't do something, the alternative is not good.
Mhm.
The alternative is not good at all. So I had to really rely on our books. You'd think it was 5 o'clock in the morning.
For him.
But I relied a lot on our educational books to be able to help with your mindset.
Mhm.
And it's just like anything else. When you have to change your mindset, it's not something that you can do overnight. It's just
Yeah.
something that you have to work on every single day.
Mhm. Can you describe the program that you used?
Well, the program that I used it was where you ate 6 times a day, and you had uh, prepackaged food from them, and then you also made one meal a day. And so that way you were learning how to cook, you were learning how to make better choices in what you were cooking. They have hundreds of recipes to choose from. And what it did was help me to, over the time frame, learn to find new loves, learn to replace things that I never wanted to eat anymore because I don't ever want to go back to
Right.
where I was. So that was getting the five meals of theirs down in the one lean and green. Once I got that down, it was a breeze. I mean, you
Yeah.
just don't think about it. You don't think about food, and you're never hungry, and you don't crave anything because once you get sugar out of your system or whatever your downfall is, be it carbs, whatever, you're definitely in a better place. Definitely.
Mhm. So, what role did exercise have in part of
I
this?
didn't do any exercise at all when I lost that weight, maybe 120 pounds. I did no exercise at all. But the last 20 pounds, I've worked out at the gym for the last year. And that's when I started, was I had already lost 100 and probably about 120 pounds when I started working out. Oh, I couldn't work out. No way. That heavy. It was hard to even just go for a walk.
Wow. Sorry. Had to get Frank,
Yeah,
distract him.
that's all right. It makes it better.
So, I know, as part of the program, there's a lot of community support. So, how important was that in your health journey?
Oh, well, I'll tell you, in the very beginning, I did not participate at all. I didn't participate at all. I, I, I wasn't on the calls. I wasn't on anything. And I wasn't a good, I was, I thought I was a good client because I was like, don't worry, I can do this. Don't worry
Mhm.
about me. I know what I'm doing. And when I realized the whole point of this is the community, the camaraderie, the celebration, the coaching, that the I understand how you felt. I felt that way. I've been there. This is what I did. It just, yeah, it was a big deal. I mean, it was a big deal.
Yeah, absolutely. So, what non-scale differences have you noticed with your 140 pounds? That's a whole person.
Yeah, non-scale victories. Gosh, there's so many. I mean, I can run. I can
Oh,
run on the treadmill. I haven't been
wow.
able to do that. I was in my 30s and I'm in my 60s, so I can run on a treadmill. Um, I have I've had a lot of surgeries, but boy, I heal fast. I'm
Oh, wow.
you know, I heal real fast. I'm active. I can run with my grandkids. So I used to have a house cleaner because I couldn't get down to be able to clean like behind the toilets and stuff like that. So I don't have to have that anymore if I don't want to because now I can physically do it. Being on an airplane
Oh, yeah.
without and having room on the sides of you and no seatbelt extender, and not have people go, "Oh gosh, I hope they don't sit next to me."
Oh, wow.
And no matter what, people think that, they think that.
Mhm.
And you just are like, "Excuse me, excuse me, excuse me." That's a big deal.
Wow. So looking back, is there anything you would have done differently?
On program,
Yeah.
yeah, I would have been stricter, been stricter, and then I would be at my goal.
Wow, right.
But life, that's the best thing I think about program. Life comes at you, life comes and comes at you, and you still know that it's just like, every day I can start over fresh if I have to, every day.
Mhm.
And every day just change a little something, and then you know, it'll become such a habit that you won't even think about it. It'll just happen.
Yeah. And now you're a health coach for the program. So
Mhm.
how do you describe your coaching style?
How do I describe my coaching style? Well, in the beginning, I had no clue to what I was doing. I had no clue what it meant. It was just like, oh yeah, I know some people who need to lose weight, and that was really what it started out at. And I didn't realize it until after losing the weight, and getting clients, having clients, and seeing the fulfillment, like seeing you fulfill your goal and be able to maintain it. That just that's why I coach. That's why I
Mhm.
coach. Do I want to share this opportunity with everybody? Do I say try it for a month? Of course, absolutely. But the gratitude that we get out of helping our clients to achieve their goals and everything, it's so gratifying to me. And with being a hairdresser and making people look different, I always wondered what I could do if I couldn't do hair anymore. And this is along the same lines with health and beauty. It may
Uh-huh.
take a little more longer for you to get there, but it definitely can see transform the beauty.
Right. Yeah. So how has becoming a health coach also helped you with your journey, or has it?
Oh my gosh. Um, well, first of all, being a health coach, our company rewards you very well if you do the work. And I just came back from a cruise that I earned.
Mhm.
So, and I earned that cruise by helping people feel better, lose weight, and just feel better about themselves. Um, I have, I mean, it's absolutely been life changing to me. It's just been absolutely life changing. I used to be a night owl, and now I'm up at 4:30 and at the gym by 5.
Wow.
I used to just sit around and do nothing, and now people are like, "Are you gonna ever sit down?" So it's just very fulfilling because the fact that I'm being able to help people feel better
Mhm.
is just it's not something that you can just say. You have to experience it. For
Yeah.
somebody to come up to you and say, "Wow, you know what? You really saved my life," because that's what I said to the founder of Optavia on the cruise. I went right up to Dr. A and I said to him, I said, "Man, you just have saved my life."
Yeah.
A
Yeah.
little
And
thing,
yeah. So what are some common myths about this program?
but it doesn't work. That's one of the biggest ones, that it doesn't work. Um, that you're gonna gain the weight back.
Mhm.
And that's where I would say, yeah, you absolutely will if you don't follow the program and change your lifestyle. And when you change your lifestyle, that means changing your lifestyle. If you want to go back to the way that you were, eat the way that you are. If you don't
Mhm.
want to go back to that way, remember what food makes you feel like.
Right. Yeah, absolutely. So you've mentioned a few things, but what do you think has been the most rewarding part of your journey?
The most rewarding part of my journey so far, my grandkids don't remember me fat.
Wow.
They see pictures of me and my husband, and they go,
Mhm.
"Who is that?" And I go, "Well, that's me and Papa." And they go, "Nuh-uh."
Wow.
Or one of the most rewarding things just happened the other day when my second to the oldest granddaughter put her arms around me, and I said, "Can you reach all the way around me?" And she goes, "Oh, Mama, I even have this much hand left
Oh, wow.
to reach around and hug."
Yeah.
So that was, you know, or to have my husband tell me he's proud of me
Mm. Yeah.
because even when we just went on this cruise, the cruise was crazy because you could have, went absolutely nuts.
Mhm.
I think you froze up. Can you
Oh,
still hear me?
yeah, I can still hear you.
Okay. But just, my husband being proud of me and my blood work being good. So I'm the healthiest I've been in my entire life at 61. So I would say that would be the biggest benefit.
Mhm. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, as long as So what advice would you give someone that's hesitant to get started on their own journey?
Well, first of all, you have to be ready.
Mhm.
100% you have to be ready. Two, don't be afraid to fail because everybody fails.
Mhm.
Um, Three, you're the only one that can help you to get healthy.
Mhm.
I can help you as a coach. You can help as a coach, but you have to want to change your lifestyle. You have to want to get healthy. And I always say to my clients, 30 days is not a lifetime, but 30 days could change your life.
Mhm.
And if you could just give me 30 days to be able to help you, then, either it's going to work for you because you've done it correctly, or you're going to say it didn't work for you. But
Right.
I've tried a lot of things in my lifetime, and this has been absolutely life changing for me. Just
Right.
changing. So
Wow,
I would
that's
say start
amazing.
your journey,
Mhm.
let's go.
Yeah. Yeah, what are you waiting on? Absolutely.
Yeah,
Well, it's been so great talking to you, Nancy. Thank you for sharing with us.
no problem. Anytime. I just, for people that are out there that are hesitant or are on the fence, don't be on the fence. Jump off the fence. Take a chance on yourself
Mhm.
because you're gonna feel 100% better. That's all I can say.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, thank you.
Well, you're
Thanks.
welcome.
All right.
Bye.
Bye. Oh, I'm gonna stop the
Just end
recording
your
really.
report.